Tim, you can look at that in the room. And
good evening, everyone. Good evening. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Hopefully we got it fixed tonight, but got my man Roger in the house. Roger, what's going on? Roger. What's going on, Raj? Roger, unmute your mic. What's going on, Raj?
Yeah, I didn't mute it. You one of y'all muted. Yeah, it's all good, man. Let's go and get this show rocking. Did we get the football player squared away? Because, you know, he got that CTE thing. It's hard for him to...
Well, I hope we did, man.
It's hard for him to press buttons.
I hope we did. But, you know, we got a guest host tonight. Man. We got a guest host. You know, it's great to have her on. You know,
that's
she's
a Bowie graduate. She graduated from Bowie, or was it the Annapolis thing?
She's from
she
Annapolis.
Graduated with Lacey. Was she talking about Annapolis or Bowie?
She's talking about Annapolis, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she's from Annapolis. All right. She's married to a military guy, great guy. You know, he went home to be with God. He went home to be with God.
Oh my God.
You know,
was he an Army guy?
Army guy. Yeah, he was.
Okay, he was in the real military.
Yeah. But, you know, we're not going to hesitate any longer. We're going to bring her to the stage. So coming to the stage is Miss Deneen Ward. Deneen, how you doing tonight?
Hello.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
I got something for you. You know, I don't know what's going on with Deja, but here, take this.
I like it. Thank you so much I really appreciate you guys giving me an opportunity to join in with you guys today.
Hey, you know, it's well deserved. I'm just glad that you took the opportunity to come on with us. You know, that's a blessing. I'm glad you came on. You know, and who knows? Sky's the limit, right?
Right. And you know what? I wanted to tell Roger, yes, I'm born and raised from Annapolis. I didn't leave there until after high school. So yeah, I know most of the people from high school. So yeah, I'm definitely homegrown Annapolis girl.
And that's the best kind, because I've been all around the world and everybody else was substandard. I mean, I told this girl one time, when we was training in Florida, I was with the 82nd then. I said, women where I come from, they don't look like that. And she said, so you trying to say I don't look good? I said, no, but you did.
You silly. See, you're so funny. Yeah, no, Annapolis, I mean, it's always going to be home. And, you know, I'm happy to be here today.
Yeah, awesome. We happy to have you. You know?
Well, we have a guest. We got a guest tonight. We're going to bring him on. Before we bring him on, I just want everybody to know that we are working on our Legends event. The board has done a great job of selecting the awardees. The date will be, we're looking at March 21st. March 21st to hold our Legends event at the same place at the Mount Olive Community Center in Annapolis, Maryland. More to follow once we iron everything out. Again, I'm meeting with the board and we're going to take care of that. And more to follow. But in the meantime, we're going to bring our guest on. We're going to bring our guest, Mr. Howard Johnson Jr. Howard, how you doing?
Is Mike muted? Is Mike muted? He got to unmute his mic. CTI, D. It's all right if I call you D, right? D, CTI.
CTE.
No, it's a new one.
CTI, okay, you tell me, right?
You know, no, Trump just passed the law.
Unmute your mic, bro.
CTE. Trump just passed the law. I'm gonna tell you what CTE is when we get off air.
You can't can't put it in chat. Yeah. Well, yeah, we can't hear you now.
Because his mic is muted.
Well, I know, but I'm letting him
Yeah,
know.
call him on the phone. Tell him I'm mute his mic. Tell him it's the great button.
Okay.
There we go.
There you go.
Yay! Come on, get a cheer. Can you give us a cheer for that? Give us some claps.
Yeah, can we get some claps for that? Because that's a major achievement.
Howard, can you hear?
Yeah,
I can hear you, but now this, man, I tell you.
What's going on there?
Hey, but you can hear us, right?
Mute me.
Something else came up on the screen, so the whole left side of the screen is covered. I'm trying to see whether if it's an X where I can get this off here.
Okay, hey, Howard, listen, Howard.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, you can hear us, we can hear you, and you can be seen. Okay, we can see you. So
You
what
can
we're
still
gonna
see
do?
me? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna proceed with the show. Okay.
Okay.
So tell us where you were born and raised.
I was born and raised in Annapolis, Maryland, on Annapolis Neck Road in Annapolis, Maryland.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you did while growing up?
While growing up,
Yes.
my father played football too, so I guess I got that desire to really play football at an early age. And then I grew up around people like I know you probably know Buck Smalls and all those guys that were athletes and that played ball. And I just got that desire to be able to play football, man. That was my first love.
That was your first love. Did you play any little league football?
I couldn't play little league because I was always above the weight that I should have been in. I would have had to play in a way higher age level than because I was overweight back then. So I didn't get to play little league. I didn't really get to start playing serious football until I was like in junior high school at Annapolis Junior High, and that was flagged. But when I got to Annapolis High School, we started. I went out for the team, and I played JV football at Annapolis High School. That was my first they had punt, pass, and kick over at Germantown. As a matter of fact, Roger Staubach was at the Naval Academy then, and he came over a few times, and he coached us in little things to get us into really the basics of football, and that was a good experience. So I always had pads and helmets and all that kind of stuff to work with, but I didn't really start playing organized football until the 10th grade in high school.
Okay. So now you played on that team that can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. So now you played on that 1974 Annapolis High football team that should have been. Mm-hmm. Some people say they were actually the first.
Downs and Kevin Slade and all those other guys. Yeah, we won the District 5 championship up at Glen Burnie High School. We played against Arundel, and that year, so many of us made all county. I mean, it was a bunch of us, and we had brand new uniforms that we hadn't worn before, and we went up there to play. And our heads were so big because so many of us had made all county. We went up there, and Arundel just jumped on us and started beating us. They had us 20-0 at halftime, and by the time we went into the locker room at halftime, and Al finished saying what he had to say to us, because he gave it to us real good. We went out and we played ball. We beat them guys 21-20. We came back and beat them 21-20 and won the first District 5 championship.
Wow. That was a hell of a game, man. So you left high school and where'd you go to after high school?
I wish I could get this off my screen.
So, bro, you left high school and where'd you go to after high school? Howard, can you hear me? Howard, can you hear me? So we are having some technical difficulties.
All right, I got it off my screen, and then the whole thing went off the screen. Wow.
Well, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can still hear you.
Okay, well then we can I guess we can still communicate, and maybe it'll come back up. Do you see at the bottom where there's a video camera where you can click on it? Has an X through it?
A video camera with an X to it? No.
No.
It's at the bottom under your picture.
Okay, my picture's not even up here anymore.
Ah, okay.
Let me try to go back and get it again.
Armand, do you want to pause about that? Can you talk to us while you're doing that, Mr. Johnson?
Sure.
Okay. So Armand, what's the next question?
So Howard, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you left high school, and what happened after high school?
After high school, I went up to Morgan, and I played football at Morgan. I was a down lineman when I was at Annapolis High School. I went to Morgan. The coach said that I had good lateral quickness and everything. He changed me to a middle linebacker. So that went from being down and running, get through the line, and then start searching for the ball to be able to stand up and look and see everything that's going on and see everything coming. And that was the advantage, but you also had a lot of different people coming at you to block you now because you're standing up. You know, you got the tight ends coming across sometimes. You got the center and the guard coming and blocking. You got a guy pulling down the line to block you. You got to hit the full back and then search and find the back. Also, you have to play pass coverage. So before I can leave out to drop back in the hook or something in a zone, I had to make sure that the quarterback was past the back, so it's not going to be a run play. And then I had to get back and get in pass coverage, you know. And that it took a little bit getting used to learning how to read your keys and everything. But once I finally got together, I did pretty good. You know, I started a bunch of games. I played against when we played Grambling. I played against Doug Williams, Sammy White, James Hunter that played for the Detroit Lions. They beat us 40-7. Up at RFK Stadium, you know, but that was a serious experience. They had a walk-on that was 6'11", 300 pounds. You know what I mean? They had some big guys. They had some really good players, a lot of them that made pro. And that's when we had one guy that made pro was Tim Baylor. He was 6'8". He was a defensive back for the Colts. And he made that team up. Angelo Wells was still there my first year when I got there. Kevin Slade was playing. It was an experience, man, to be able to the training tables going away to the away games because you had to make the traveling team because everybody on the team didn't get to go to all the games. Yeah. So you had to make the traveling team. And it was a good experience.
That's awesome. What
I played there. I had I got married, and while I was at Morgan my first year, and my first son was born. I kind of dropped out for a while, and this started a family. I dropped out for a while, and I came back for spring training, and I played. I went through spring training. They were getting tickets together. Passports and stuff together to go and play over in I think was it England? I mean, they played Grambling, but I didn't go. Okay. And I didn't stay in school. I dropped out of school, man. And I started working, supporting the family.
Awesome. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, Howard, I'm gonna rewind and take. You were an All-American, All-County for 2 years. at Annapolis High, or 3 years at Annapolis High?
Yeah, 2 years. I was all county in my junior year and my senior year, and they have 3 different all counties. They have the coaches all county, they have the Evening Capital all county, and they had the Capital Gazette all county. A lot of people didn't. Well, most of the people weren't on all 3 of them, but I was on all 3 of them. They picked different people for different all county. But I made high school All-American, prep All-American, and in '75, me and Melvin Colbert were co-captains on the team. You know, high school was a good experience, man, and I played for a coach, man, that made you play football. He got you in shape to play football, and he was the kind of coach that just wasn't going to let a player hold him hostage because you were a good player. He didn't care how good you were, but you're going to do it his way, or you weren't going to do it for him. And that's the kind of coach he was. And seeing my grandson play football now, I see some of the players that play for some of those coaches, man, and it's almost like they're scared to say too much to him because they don't want him to leave and go somewhere else. Al Laramore wasn't that kind of coach.
Nah.
You know what I mean? And he was going to make you do things his way, or you just weren't going to do it.
Absolutely.
Excuse me?
So what I'm going to do now, how, since we pressed for time, we got started late, but I want to welcome Hopsy Hudson to the show. She said good evening and what's up, Howard? Congrats on.
Hey, Hopsy, how you doing?
She said congrats on becoming a fellow legend. And she also said you're a songbird. You can sing, which I've heard you sing before.
Yeah, I do. I definitely do. And that's the last time I saw her. I sang at a funeral. We were at a funeral not that long ago, and I saw her.
Okay. I want to welcome Elder Charles E. James Sr. to the show. Welcome to the show, brother. And Lodi Megal, welcome to the show. Roger's on you.
You hear me?
Who are you talking to?
Everybody.
Oh, okay. I can still hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Charles, welcome to the show. My name is Roger Park. We don't know each other, but Armin spent all that time on football because he's a big time football player. He played for Laramore, and then of course he gonna mention Lodi because he played football for Laramore. See, y'all got this Laramore thing going on. You see what I'm saying? That all y'all CTE guys. So what's going on now? My sister went to Morgan. She ran track, and my uncle played football up there. So you talked about it. So after you left playing football for the college, I noticed in your memoirs you continued to play football.
Yeah,
Baltimore
I did.
Warriors, Annapolis Flames. Now, was it the Flames where you was the defensive player of the year?
Yes. The same year that I made defensive player of the year of the league, Keith Brown made offensive player of the league. And the years I played for the Flames for years because Buck Smalls, Michael, he used to pick me up when I was at Morgan, and they play at Drew Hill Park or Patterson Park or different parks up there, and he would bring me to the game, and I would play with the Flames. So I started doing that when I was about 18 and 19. So a lot of guys were there thought I was older because I was playing with them, but I was still going to college and still playing. But I left and we played with them for years. I mean, for a lot of years I played with the Flames. The last 2 years that I played with New Breed. And that's when Lodi and all of us, Lodi, Wes Parker, a bunch of us left and we left the Flames and went and started playing for the New Breed Raiders.
Oh, that's awesome.
We started playing semi-pro ball too. I played up there with the Baltimore Warriors for a year. You know what I mean? I was playing middle linebacker with them. And the whole time I was still playing ball, still playing flag ball, which was really like playing tackle ball because it was rough. You know what I mean? Lodi can tell you that. But me and Lodi had one of the most serious defensive end and tackle combinations in the flag game, man, as far as the stunts that we ran and the different things that we worked together on the line, the quarterback didn't have a whole lot of time to do too much in the backfield when we were playing.
Oh, that was good. That was good because Lodi always was a good athlete. So I'm going to go on and change it over to D.
Okay.
Hi. Thanks for joining today. And I just wanted to thank Armand and Roger for adding me in as a guest host today. I really appreciate the opportunity and just happy to meet you, Howard. So I just wanted to close it out by just saying that Armand talked about the football at the high school level and at the college level. And Roger talked about, you in the semi-pros. And I can just see see your excitement about football and about sports, right? You were part of Annapolis High School history, really. And you played, you had a good role in the history of football at Annapolis High School. So we just wanted to let you know that, that's a big deal for us. And we really do appreciate that as fellow Annapolitans. We like that. And that's one of the major reasons why he wanted to bring you on, just to kind of let you know that, you're appreciated for everything that you've done. But I wanted to just talk about, what you've been doing in football today. And is he gone?
I can't hear Armin muted.
You on mute, Mr. Wallace. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, let me see where he's at, man.
Yeah.
No, he kept trying to get rid of that other side. So he should have just let that go.
It kept bothering him.
Yeah, no.
Because
Deja came back.
That's what happened when you got that CTE thing, though.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk to him about, what has he been doing since,
Yeah.
and, what is he going to be doing? Is he continuing to do, be in the football arena? Because I heard him talking about his nephew, his son.
Grandson.
Hey, what happened?
Yeah, his grandson, my goodness. And just kind of seeing what he thinks is the state of youth sports now. How important sports was to his life, the impact sports has made.
You can hit him up when he come back.
Yeah.
Hopefully he come back before my birthday. My birthday in 2 weeks, so we open it.
2 weeks, Thanksgiving, your Thanksgiving baby.
I'm right before Thanksgiving, 21.
You guys hear me?
Next Friday.
Yeah, we can hear you. Next Friday. Okay, I'm in DC next week.
Yeah, the 21st.
You having a get together?
Nah. I used to, back in the day, boy, I would, but now it's just another day. I'm more excited about my grandkids' birthday than my own.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah.
I don't have any grandkids, but they say being a grandparent is the best thing ever.
I got 7 of them.
Oh my!
My kids be so upset with me. I don't care what they say.
Well, that's the privilege of being a grandparent for sure.
Because my 8-year-old grandson will call me in a heartbeat.
Right? Did you get him? Did you get him, Armand?
Yeah. So Deja's working with him now, so he should be coming back in. He's actually speaking through Deja's phone.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I just have a couple questions to ask him. Let me ask him a couple questions.
Okay, he's coming back. So in the meantime, let's welcome Boyer Chu to the show. Boyer, welcome. And Coach Daryl McKinney Stoneward, welcome back to this great state of Maryland. And I've never seen my brother Dosey on the show before until you came on as a guest host.
Yay! That's right. Come on, y'all. Come on.
Yeah,
come on. Come see me.
Yeah, his comment is explicitly to you.
Okay, so the problem is he can't get back. He doesn't know how to get back on, but I have him on the phone if you guys still want to do it.
Okay, yeah, no, I just have a couple
He can hear you guys and you guys can hear him.
Questions for him. So I'm ready.
All right, go ahead.
Are you ready for me?
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do, I just wanted to let him know that I just felt like, I see the excitement that he has for football, and I just wanted to know what was the impact of football in his life. What does he feel like football has done for him in his life?
I like the camaraderie. You know what I mean? I've met guys that have turned out to be almost lifelong friends. You know what I mean? It taught me that you don't win all the time. You know what I mean? And that's how you learn how to appreciate winning, is if you learn what it feels like to lose. You know what I mean? We had some great teams that I played on, especially with the Flames and New Breed as far as flag ball. But at Morgan, a lot of guys that we played with, I mean, these guys were great guys as far as playing sports. It I think it made me a better individual. I know it got me in real good shape. I was in great shape.
That's good. No, I think that's really good. So I guess the final question that I have is, what do you think is the future of youth sports in Annapolis? I know that you see, we're talking about your grandkids in sports. Do you see sports as at the same capacity that it was as when you guys were growing up? Is there a lot of programs that you see? Are you involved in the programs? Have you started doing coaching, or is that something that you want to do?
I'm not really involved in the program. Right now, I go out and I watch my grandson play. He plays for St. Mary's right now. You know what I mean? But a lot of I was there with loading them with coaching the team, and I was there with them and watching it. And a lot of young guys won't come out and play. You know, they couldn't make up a whole team because a lot of kids don't want to play. We couldn't wait to play football when I was young. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but a lot of them just don't come out to play. And going out and playing, it helps your motor skill. It does everything when you go out there and start playing the game and stop playing it on the video. You know what I mean? Actually get out and start playing. And I wish more kids would get out and participate in some of those youth programs, because they have youth programs out there.
Right. I understand. Yeah, I've seen that in across all the sports. But basketball is my sport, so we seen kids play basketball. But yeah, football. I think one of the concerns about football, obviously, we've been joking about CTE the whole time, is that these kids, they don't have the same wherewithal that we had growing up, and they don't want to get hit. so I think that's what, because I know my little son was excellent football, and when he got a little bit older, he started seeing those guys getting big. He was like, oh, no, I'm playing basketball. So I think that's it. But I think that, what do you think about maybe more flag football? Do you feel like flag might be an answer to that?
It might be. It's more tame than going out playing tackle and playing in all the pads. That might be, if they had some flag football teams around. I think that would be a good thing for young kids growing up. You know what I mean? And get them more familiar with the game and get them accustomed to being able to go out there and hit it. You do some light hitting, but it's not the heavy hitting like if you had pads on. That might be a good idea.
Are you connected with any organizations that you might be able to push something like that? I was just wondering. I mean, I feel like you're so excited about football and you have such a passion for it. I would think that you would be a great asset to that community in trying to help youth sports to continue with football.
I'm a member of the American Legion, Sons of the Legion, and they talked about it for a couple of years about getting the team and sponsoring a team. That might be a good thing to do with that flag league and getting something started and but the whole thing is getting kids to come out. If you can get them to come out, that might be a good thing to talk to them about and try to get in.
Okay. Well, thank you so much thank you for coming, and just thanks for answering my questions. And I'm going to turn it back over to the real guys, Roger and Amon.
Okay.
Hey, look, bro. I want to thank you for working through technical issues.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that, man.
It's okay, man. It's okay. Stuff like that happens sometimes. But the good thing is we have Deja. She's a quick thinker. Hey, but what I want to ask you, Howard, is this. We're gonna talk a little bit about your experience playing semi-pro ball. You played with that guy named Lodi Makel.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I had the pleasure and honor of playing with that cat for little league on up through college, man. What was your
Yeah.
experience like playing with him, and did you get a chance to go one-on-one against him in practice?
When I played with the Flames for a while when Lodi first came and started playing, man, and I think they put him in. You know how you had the bull in the ring,
Yeah.
and they put him in there with me. I guess they were testing him. You know what I mean? He passed the test because we kind of neutralized each other out. You know what I mean? So that they let them know that he could hold his own and that he could play. And ever since then, man, we've been the best of friends, man. We've lived together. We played all together on teams. You know what I mean? We've been tight ever since then. You know what I mean? I guess we both gained a mutual respect for each other.
Yeah.
And like I said, when we played on the side, he played on my side. He was a defensive end, and I was a down lineman, a defensive tackle, man. I'm telling you, the stunts we ran and the things that we did, a lot of teams, man, they couldn't do too much in the backfield. They had to get rid of that ball in a hurry because we were back there. One of us was going to get back there.
Look, man, I remember seeing you or watching you play at Annapolis High, and you were a beast then. So I could imagine how you were at semi-pro ball. Things don't change much. But I think the Dean sort of touched on this. You have so much knowledge, man. Have you really considered, and I know the Dean touched on this, but have you considered coaching where you could develop these young kids?
I messed around out there with Lodi a little bit, man, as far as trying to help with some linemen and doing some things. It's something I would like to try. You know what I mean? That I would like to do. I try my best to give my input as much as I can. Whenever I'm at a game, and it's hard after you play the game and you see some of the coaches that aren't giving those young kids what they really need to learn the game. You know what I mean? And you sit up and you're watching, and it kind of gets me because you know that they should be teaching them something different from what they're teaching them. Same thing with me and Lodi. It's hard to be up there and stay and not be involved in the game when you're watching the game and you know the game. And you know that they're not doing what they can to develop these young kids' talent, man.
Absolutely. All right. So how many children do you have, man?
I had two sons. They both played for Annapolis High School.
Okay.
They're like 48 and 44 years old now, though.
So do you have grandchildren now?
All right. Yeah, my grandson is playing for St. Mary's right now. He's in the 10th grade.
Okay.
But he's doing real good. He's playing on varsity. Okay. And they went to the playoffs this year. And they talk about St. Mary's, but when I was in Annapolis High School, they wouldn't even think about letting us play St. Mary's.
Yeah.
They couldn't. They didn't want to lose their ranking because when you play the lower schools, you lose points.
Oh yeah, not even scrimmaging.
Hey, I don't know what this means. How maybe you can expound on it. But Lodi said that the kids ran him over. What does he mean when he said that? Do you know?
Ran me over?
I think he's talking about running over top of you. I don't know, man. Maybe you can help me with that.
Well, Alman, you know that I went out there and I was working with the line a little bit when I was out there, and they told us just to stand in place. I didn't know the kids was gonna hit me. You know what I mean? Just stand in place up there on the line to show them who they were supposed to be coming and try to block. You know what I mean? A couple of them hit me. They turned me over. But I don't feel bad about it. I'll be 69 years old in December 6th.
My man. Well, hey, 69. I tell you, man, you don't look like you're 69 anymore, bro.
You really don't. You really don't.
Not at all. You know, I'm gonna let Roger take the next question, and then Nan can ask you something, and then I will close it out with you leaving some encouragement nuggets for people out there that have an aspiration of wanting to play football or maybe coaching. Okay.
Okay.
We're right.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously you had an outstanding football career, and I heard you and Dee mention the flag football. Now they've already playing flag football down south, but it's the females that actually had a championship game not so long ago at the Washington Stadium. I don't know if y'all knew about that or not. Yeah.
No,
You
I
know,
did.
yeah, so that it's very popular down south, and a lot of the high schools are, and some of those females, I'm telling you, they different. I mean, it's not as the full contact, but those moves, the way they be shaking mugs down, and the one little girl threw the football like 60 yards. She was a little thing. I said, "Good Lord!" But it's fun to watch. So I think the flag football thing is going to start leaning towards the females. Now, getting back to the football that you guys played, the full contact with all equipment and everything. I think one of the things that I noticed in high school, and is exactly what you said, they are not training the young men like they should, because a lot of them are getting hurt. My grandson played football in Georgia. You know, he's a big time football player. A lot of people looking at him. He's young. He's 15, and people already calling the house. But he had a concussion, and they ended the season for him. And so when I looked at the video, right, what happened was when they tackled him, they grabbed both his arms, you know, and they picked him up and slammed him on the ground. So there was no way he could defend himself. And I think I don't blame his coach. I blame the other team's coach, because there's a safe way to tackle individuals safely, and grabbing both their arms is not the way to go. So I noticed in your bio that you used to live in Baltimore. What made you come back home?
Too many times I had to run out in the alleys up around Park Heights, man, and get my kids out the backyard because people were running up and down the alley shooting and doing different things. You know what I mean? That made me want to bring my kids back to Annapolis and raise them in Annapolis. And and their mother moved back to Annapolis.
And that's good. We're glad you came back home. It's always better when people shooting at your kids that you know.
Hey, it's just that that's the way it was up on Park Heights, up by Pimlico Racetrack.
Right.
And that's where my first wife was from, right up there. And it was rough up there. You know what I mean? At first, I used to like it because it was faster than Annapolis. You know what I mean? To me, it seemed like Annapolis was kind of slow, but I got to be able to appreciate that slowness. You know what I mean? Appreciate the quietness in Annapolis. You know, I see now that a lot of the young kids, because they don't have a lot to do, they're standing out on the corners, and they're getting involved in a whole bunch of stuff now.
Right.
But if you had some flag leagues, and if you had some sports programs and different things that get them and occupy their mind and their time, I think it would do a world of good.
You're absolutely right, man. And thanks for coming on the show. We love having you. And just like Hopsy said, you know, you're a legend yourself. And thank you for representing Annapolis the way you did. And I'm going to turn it over to Dee.
Okay.
I just have one final question about just because, once again, I just know, like, you just have so much passion about football. And I was just wondering, you know, have you thought about what your football legacy would be? You know, like in Annapolis, have you been talking to your grandkids about, you know, your history in Annapolis and football? And if you could, if money was not an object and you could do whatever you wanted to do, have you thought about what you would want to do in the community regarding football, something associated with football?
I tell you, with all the guys that I played with, you know what I mean, that I know that had football minds and they were outstanding players, I could put together a coaching staff and that would coach some teams and make some serious things happen as far as that. I'd like to see something like that. And I know Lodi, a lot of the guys, because he coached some teams, and I know he could put together a team of coaches that would make some championship teams in Annapolis. You know, and I would like to see that happen. If I had a way to be able to sponsor that, I would do it. You know, and it would be a great thing for helping the kids stay off the streets and that's what I'd like to see.
Yeah, that. You know what? Just what you just said right there. Getting the kids off the streets into activities. I think that's what sports is all about. And I think that, you know, we need to value it a little bit more. It's not just about them kids playing sports. There's so much more involved in sports, and I feel like, you know, you understand that. So hopefully you can continue to do the things that you know to do in football and share your expertise. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, you know, again, Howard, these are flowers that are well deserved. You know, this is a long time coming. There was only 2 All-Americans that I can remember that came out of Annapolis High. Kevin Slade was one, and you being the other. I want to thank you for taking the opportunity to come on the show and tell us your story. It's been real. Now, what I want you to do is leave some inspirational nuggets to the people that's listening out there. What can you tell the kids who want to aspire to do what you did and become an All-American and go even further? What kind of word would you want to leave for our kids?
I would say dedicate yourself to what you want to participate in. You know, if you're serious about it and you got your heart in it, you're gonna go out and you're gonna do the best that you can to fulfill what you want to be. Don't give up. If it gets hard, don't give up. Keep on doing it and keep striving to do it, and do it to the best of your ability. Don't be afraid, or not really afraid, but don't worry about somebody coaching you and telling you to do this and do that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of kids don't want to be told what to do. You know what I mean? But if somebody can tell you something that's going to be useful to you, hold on to it. You know, if they're saying stuff that you know that's not going to benefit you at all, let it ride on past. But if they're telling you something that's going to make you better, you know, that's going to help you out, maintain that. Take that in and maintain it. And if you strive to do what you want to do, you'll be able to be a great player at whatever you want, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, and never think that you're too old to learn. You never get too old to learn. That's what I have to say.
Well, what more can be said? You know, again, bro, thanks for coming on the show. Everyone is out there. Next week, we're going to have Lisa DeJesus on the show. Next week, Lisa DeJesus will be on the show as a guest. And Deneen, we're going to try to get Deneen back next week, Raj.
Yeah, we definitely need her back. She on point.
She's on point.
That's that Army time.
Yeah, it is. It is.
She quick with it.
Oh, thank you guys. I mean, I'm just happy that you guys gave me a chance, and you know, I'm just filling in for the girls while they're out. So whenever you guys need me, just let me know.
Well, we're gonna get you back next week. In the meantime, everybody that came out to join us tonight, thank you for coming. Next week, Lisa DeJesus will be our guest. Howard, we want to thank you for being on.
You're welcome.
Again, the Legends event will be coming up in March. More to follow. We have more to talk to you about or give to you in the upcoming weeks, months. We'll let you know who the winners are of the Legends Awards. Thanks again. Peace.
Bye, everybody. Be safe.
Bye.